All right, today we're going to be talking about the 2021 Colt Control. This is a pretty decent bike. It's almost mid-level. It's not quite there yet. However, as I was doing research for this, everywhere that I looked, they were sold out. On a side note, I just finished this really cool thing on my website, and it's a form. All you have to do, you fill it out, you put your name, your height, your skill level, and like if you ride street, dirt, park, whatever. And then I get all that information sent to me. I spend some time, I look at it, and I figure out which bike is best for you. I make a little PDF that has 3 bike recommendations. So if you're interested in that, I'll have the link. But let's get into the review. Now the Colt Control is a bike for street riders. It's got a 20.75 inch top tube, so it's going to be for those guys who are closer to the taller end, probably not 6'4", but up there around 6 feet or so. Overall, it's significantly stronger than the Gateway, but I'm still going to classify it as a beginner. I'll talk about why in just a couple minutes. Alright, it comes in 2 different boring color options. It comes in black and it comes in raw. Can't really talk about them very much, but it's kind of boring. However, by doing this with these limited options, they're able to keep the bikes at a decently fair price, whereas like Sunday has all these different color options and their bikes are a little more expensive for the quality. Like the quality to price ratio on a Sunday is a lot higher than a Colt. So if you don't mind paying for, paying less and getting boring colors, that's fine. The Colt Control is $469, so it's right under $5, and again, the $500 price point is super important, I think, as parents are shopping for gifts. Colt making this bike $469, good move. It's going to help grow the sport, which is what I ultimately want to do. Now it is still classified as a beginner level bike, and that's because it doesn't have full chromoly yet. It's got the chromoly front triangle, it has stronger bars than the Gateway, it has stronger forks, so it does have a big jump in quality, but it's just not all there. So it's still going to be beginner, but it's still a good bike. Some of the important frame specs is the 20.75 inch top tube. What that means is it's going to be for riders who are about 5'6" to 6'2". If you're 5'6", it's going to feel really flowy and controlled. Whereas if you're 6'2", it's going to be a lot more snappy and responsive. I'm 6'4", and I rode a 20.7 inch frame, and it was crazy because it was just so it was so responsive, so easy to kick tricks around. So if you're 6'2", you get this 20.75, you're going to have an easier time controlling it than someone who's 5'6". Is it a good bike? I'm going to say yeah, and here's why. I like that they added a double wall back rim because that's going to hold up a lot more than the single wall, obviously. They also made sure that the bars and the forks were full chromoly, so you're not going to have any issues like landing and bending your bar end, which I've seen happen. It's crazy. They also added a handful of aftermarket parts to make the bike just a little bit better quality. They added things like the Colt member sprocket, the Salvation top load stem, Chromoly 3-piece cranks, and Colt Vans tires. Now the Colt Control is going to be for a rider who's still at that beginner level stage. However, they're going to have a lot more experience in the sport than a brand new rider. So this person might have gotten like a Walmart bike or a really low end bike and has progressed, but not to the point that they need a mid-level bike. They're probably doing tricks like 180s, 3 taps, feeble grinds, Smith grinds, just those basic beginner level tricks. Now, if you're riding at a higher level, this bike's not going to be for you. You're going to want to take a look at the Colt Devotion. Now, if you like these bike reviews and you want to see more, make sure you subscribe so that you get notified when I post a new one. I'm always working on more. I spend so much time doing this, but ultimately, I love it. I have a lot of fun. If you need help with any tricks, you have any questions about a bike, or you need a bike recommendation, message me on Instagram. I'll do my best to get back to you. I want to see you succeed in BMX and learn lots of tricks. So with that, have a great whatever day it is, and we'll talk to you next time.